Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Dark Claws Shining Tactics mod for Shining Force 2. We left off being captured by Oddeye, of all people, at the beginning of the game after battle number 4, your first encounter against the Gallim soldiers. Before we start through the dialogue here, I just want to address a few things. I have my notes here. I'm actually prepared this time. So apologies if I'm looking down half the time reading these. But first off, I had already written these down, but somebody reminded me that I hadn't gone through Kazin's sprite changes. Obviously, there's a palette swap. It's the updated sorcerer out of combat sprite that he has. In combat, I think it's the mage sprite, because I think the sorcerer sprite has long hair, which he obviously doesn't have in battle. The other thing is, like, he is suffering from Sarah syndrome, where out of combat he is unhooded, but in combat he is hooded. So I was just wondering what's up with that, because obviously they went through obviously quite great pains to make sure that Sarah was unhooded in combat as well as out of combat, but they haven't done this with Kazin, so I'm curious as why that is. The other thing I wanted to address was that I've upped the game audio. As I was editing the last episode last night, I noticed that the in-game volume is quite high. Really? No. The in-game audio is quite low. So essentially there are great parts of the game where I'm not actually talking because I'm concentrating, because I need to concentrate, because I'm an idiot, and you can barely hear anything. It's creating quite a lot of awkward silences. So I've upped the in-game audio to counter this, hopefully, so there should be less awkward silences because I'm an idiot and don't check my levels whilst editing the first 3 episodes. 3 episodes in it took me. It only took me like an hour's worth of gameplay to realise that, hey, these audio levels may be a little out of whack. So apologies for that. And thank you very much for sticking by this, even though like the first 3 episodes are pretty awkward to watch. So, on to things that I've noticed in the game that actually matter gameplay-wise, not just cosmetically. So the last fight that we had, we actually lost our first team member. In fact, it was actually Kazin himself. The reason for this is because enemies have more HP, and I'm only dealing slightly more damage than I would normally, so it takes longer for me to kill them, making the battles longer and giving them more opportunities to deal damage. I've gone through this before, but obviously Sarah has a heal spell which she gets in the base game, but it only costs 3 magic points in the base game, and it costs 4 in this one, which means you're getting less bang for your buck in terms of that. The other things that I've noticed that I didn't mention before was that Sarah gets a blast spell, which she normally gets in the base game. That's not an issue. She gets it in level 5 here, whereas in the base game she gets it at level 10. So I'm interested to see if this means characters are getting extra spells that they normally wouldn't get, as in the case with Kazin and Freeze, excuse me, which he normally doesn't get at all. And the last thing I wanted to note on was that the gold drops from enemies have actually been decreased quite significantly. I haven't got it up with me right now, but I will put it down below what the changes have been thus far. We've only come across, I think, like 5 different enemy types. Some of them are the same, but the Gallim soldiers, I think, in particular, have less gold given out to them. Thank you, WhatsApp, that doesn't help me at all. Yeah, the gold drops for the Gallim soldiers in particular are a lot less than what they are, which could make it interesting further down the line, especially in the early game here, because I don't have many heals, I don't have many consumables, but the fight, I'm wondering in particular about this fight, this next fight, because I have less healing herbs and consumables and what have you, and there is nowhere for me to buy them. I think you're allowed to save your game, resurrect anyone that needs resurrecting, but there's nowhere for me to buy consumables for this next fight. So I'm either going to have to grind on this next fight, maybe, depending on how difficult it is, or I'm going to be a bit screwed. It's going to be interesting to find out anyway. So now that the notes and the tidying up of my previous errors is out of the way, let's get on with the actual game. Okay. So we've just woken up after being captured by Odd Eye, not Lemon, which is the what happens in the base game, and we're listening to a bunch of idiots talk. Oh, hang on, no, I need to get around to the other side. Who's the idiot now? What? Why is Slade wearing a pink outfit? Okay. It looks like he's wearing a dress. Oh dear me. Okay, well that's an interesting change. I like how they just leave him there. Just like, oh, you've fallen on the dirty floor of this prison cell. I'll just stay there for a while, it'll be fine. Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. That's right. He is to blame. I noticed they made a mistake there, by the way. They didn't put Slade's picture on where he says, nope. I'm not sure if that's a translation thing, where actually one of these, either the old man or the Gallon Knight was supposed to say something, or if it's just they made a mistake in general, but that's how it looks on there. That sentence is so wonky. Oh yes! You're a thief and can open locked doors. It's just as if, like, you know, anyone with the class of thief can just do whatever they want, essentially. Well done, Slade. You're a great thief. You're so good you fucked us all with your stupid shenanigans. Dum-de-dum. I feel like, you know, demonic flames should engulf Sarah's picture at this point. You are! Hey you! Do you know what you've done? You know, and instead of this music, which is nice and quite friendly, it should be just like, you know, dun 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 dun. I know thief. Slade always steals for the poor people, but you made a serious mistake. Dun 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 dun. Or it could just be like this. I don't know. Let's go. Anyway, does the old man have anything to say? Yeah, I still want to go. Unless Slade has any better ideas. You're so brave. I have a sword and shield in this cell, but you don't give them over to me. Okay, And I'm the brave one, apparently. Some knight he is. He's supposed to be a general, for fuck's sake. How strong is this wire, by the way? That it can pull up tiles. That's pretty amazing. Aww. Sweet. I seem to remember there's not any hidden entrances or anything in this tunnel. I could be wrong. It would not be the first time. Okay, we actually do need to check all these barrels. In the base game, they are empty, but at this point, I'm actually willing to look through them all. Just in case. Because I do actually need some consumables. That is disappointing. But not entirely unexpected. Excuse me, missus. Are you gonna... Okay, I can just do that. Okay. Alright, so we definitely want to save our game here. You're a Shamelesson! We also need to check if Kazin needs reviving. So let us do that now. Excellent, okay. No. Ah, and yet again, Odd Eye is there instead of Lemon, so we don't get to see Lemon right now at all. Which is very interesting. I wonder if they changed the script, because he does actually refer to Lemon by name. Oh, Odd Eye is still sniffing everybody to talk. Okay, they do change it, okay. I figured. Okay. Huzzah! Can I just say, by the way, that the way that the column for the throne room works there is that there are 5 lanes, essentially. Each space you're allowed to be in is 1 lane. There are 5 lanes, but only 4 through the main door. And they're all rushing through the main door. And there are 5 columns of soldiers. So in my eyes, as the camera pans up, all the soldiers are rushing for the entrance and then get crushed and just smash into each other and go, oh, this was badly organised. Oh no, what are we going to do? Oh, the Grand Seal invasion is ruined. In my imagination. No, you won't. In fact, was there something there? No. You. I used a short wire from a rat in a dress. That's right. The rat in the pink dress. I told you, I got a wire from a rat in a pink dress. I know it sounds unlikely, but that is the truth. Thank you, WhatsApp. Jeez, I'm gonna stick my phone onto silent just for a minute whilst I'm doing this. Intruders! They're lying to me! They must be bad people. So, let us see what we can see. The Galam Soldier is the same as what we saw in the last fight. The Galam Archer is also the same, with stupid defense and goddamn HP. And then we have the Galam Mage, who has... I'm pretty sure he has Blaze in the original game too. 31 HP and 12 defense. Man, this is going to be a tough fight. And then of course we have the Galam Knight, who has a short spear, which I think he might have had in the base game too. But he has 35 HP and 23 attack. And 16 defense. It's more about the defense really, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure that they have 23 attack too. So, alright, well, let's see what we can do. Now, compared to like the 30 HP that these guys have got, like my 17 and what have you looks pathetic. I think Bowie has the highest. Oh, I've forgotten about the range. Yeah, I think Bowie has the most HP with 19, I think, but... Let's try and keep it up here. I don't want to get jumped on by all of them all at once. Hold on, Chester. Oh, 21 HP. That's not terrible. But look how little damage I'm actually doing to these guys, though. I'm having to pretty much... that's not good. Yeah, I'm having to gang up on one guy and not being able to kill him in one turn. Maybe it would have been better to just take a really defensive position and just like crowd up into the corner like that. I don't know. I think whatever I would have done, I would have gotten attacked by these same three guys, which is not great. I'm going to be relying on. Oh, of course. I am going to be relying on how badass Yaha is quite a bit in this game. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of that Galam Soldier. He does more damage than the Archer does. I wonder, am I going to be able to kill him? Second attack, maybe? Relying on Chester is not a good way to win a fight. Okay. Nice, Kazin! Nice! Okay, so if we come over here... Sarah should be able to do that, and my friends are in the way so that the other Galam Knight cannot get around to attack Sarah. Yeah. So the next one to have an attack is going to be this archer here. Hopefully I can kill him before that happens. Yeah, Yaha. That should kill him. I'm pretty certain that should kill him. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Now. No, Bowie will survive an attack from the Galam Soldier as long as the soldier doesn't have a heavy attack or 2 attacks. Thank God he needs that. He needs that attack damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's okay putting him there because I want Sarah to be able to get to him and heal him. Yeah, there we go. See, in my eyes, the Gallant Soldier would have been better off attacking Sarah in that one. I still am under the impression, though, that the game will put priority on enemies being able to attack the main character over low health allies. So, is it really worth me doing that? He's going to die this turn anyway. Yeah, I think we'll save our MP and just do this instead. Because this is going to happen, hopefully. There we go. Okay. More magic points. Sleep. Okay. So, it looks like Yaha might become like a debuffing. My friend Gareth said he might become like a sort of monk type character, so it certainly seems that way. This is going to get tricky. This is definitely going to get tricky though, this next bit, because I can't just burst down one of these characters in one turn. So I need to make sure that they don't all just charge me at once, because that would be the worst outcome. I also need to be careful of that archer, because if I'm there, I could get a shot by his arrows even over the wall, which is not what we want. Okay, good. Although Chester's defense is quite low. That's fine, that's fine. We might be able to do something with this. I should be safe there, I think. 1, 2. Yeah, I should be okay there. Chester doesn't need healing, so let's dig in. And so far it looks like nobody else is coming towards his rescue, so we should be able to take care of him. I hope. No, if I do that, then... If I go there, I'll get shot by the arrow. I don't want that. No, I think he's going to have to do nothing this turn. Come on, Chester. You know what you gotta do. Okay. What? A critical hit for 14 damage? That's more than what Yaha does. Is the critical hit better than it used to be? If it is, that's certainly interesting. I'm gonna put Bowie there and see what happens. Okay. Shouldn't hit him for too much though. Or nothing at all! Because he's a boss. Well, this is going quite well, if I do say so myself. Don't really want the rest of them to rush in, his friends here. So, I think we'll keep Sarah there for now. So it seems like his critical hit did like more than a... Well, I'm not sure what the ratio was, but it looked like maybe 200% instead of just 150 or whatever it normally is. which is certainly interesting. Man, I thought they would get him for 8. That sucked. Yeah, the gig is definitely up. They are charging now. Which is not a great thing. On the one hand, I definitely want to kill this Golem dude, but I need to make sure that Kazan doesn't die in the next turn. Because the problem I have is that the Golem Knight can hit over 2 spaces. I'm pretty sure his turn is coming up. Now, is this a bad thing? I can get hit by 2 sides. I can't risk doing that. Cannot risk it for a chocolate biscuit. No, you idiot. That's not gonna kill him either. Damn it. Chester? Fuck biscuits. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. 2 dodges in a row? Are you kidding me? Wow. Alright, Golem Archer. The Force is getting some very clutch dodges this particular battle. Yaha has the most defense. He's probably the best person to put in that precarious position. I'm not sure if it's better for me to try and take out all the other enemies or just the knight, because if I kill the knight, the battle ends, obviously. Let's not kid ourselves. I think it's probably best if we just try and take out the knight. 3. Jesus, I hope to God like I get a weapon upgrade for Bowie soon, because 3 damage is not going to cut it. I expect that from this guy here, and he just did 4. Okay, that's not terrible. It seems like there's some randomness to the amount of damage that spells can do as well. Because normally that would just do like a flat rate amount of damage. But it seems to be fluctuating a little bit. Sometimes it does more than others, but... Level 9, baby. Okay. After I took your jewels and put you in that pink dress. Give me the jewels, they look lovely in tandem with my dress. Nah, I explode. I was always curious, by the way, how the act of it fusing with his neck would do that. Like, does it just jump out of his hand and onto his face? I don't know. So before we end the episode there, we are going to take a quick look at Slade the Thief. Let's. So Slade joins us at level 6, has a knife and an attack earring. What is an attack earring? We'll have a look at that in a sec. So it's 15 HP, which is pretty damn low. apart from Kazin, that's the lowest we have so far, but he has 27 attack power, which is quite high. Which is nice, because normally in the base game his attack is quite poor. His defense is not great. His agility is the best, and he has the most movement, so he's actually looking more like the ninja that he is when he gets promoted. I'm curious if the attack earring is something that we can use for other people. So that gives him an extra 3 attack. Okay. I wonder if it's equipable only by him, by the way. But we can use it too. Well, we have a bit of a dilemma there because Bowie's attack is pretty poor right now. I think maybe we should keep it on Slade though, since obviously if he dies it's not the end of the world. Whereas if the main character is defeated, we lose the battle. So I'd rather Slade be doing more damage than the main character at this point. Because he's an evil, evil man. Anyway, that's going to do it for episode 4 of this playthrough. Thank you very much for joining me, and please look forward to episode 5, which I should be hopefully doing later on today. Thank you very much, and I shall see you next time. Bye.